perfect on your vegetables, your salad. It's summertime, and many of us have all of those things, the herbs, the fresh vegetables. And this morning, Kathy from Aaron's Meadow Herb Farm is showing us how to preserve some of them. Preserve some of them. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Okay, so we have so many herbs. We're just clipping them off and almost throwing them away.
You can't use them all.
I know.
They're so prolific, you're right. And you just can't use them all at one time. And then some of them either die or go dormant in the winter, so why not preserve them? I can't say it either. Why not preserve them for winter
Now let me ask
use?
you a question. If you have, like I have an indoor basil plant, will that keep growing through the winter?
It will live through the winter indoors because it's day length sensitive. It won't put on a ton of growth through the shorter days of winter, but you can keep it alive and pick a little bit here and there through the winter. So just be sure it continues to get sun through the winter.
Okay, but what you're going to do today is to show us how to use them all year long.
Right. So, you know, if you go in the grocery stores now, all the canning jars, all the lids are stacked up, you know, to the ceiling because people are preserving their summer crops now, whether it's tomatoes or green beans or herbs, it's that time. So I'm going to show you really quickly how to put together an herbal vinegar. They're super easy, they're super fun, and if you want to give them for gifts this winter, you know, this Christmas, you can get them started now, and just everybody gets herbal vinegar for Christmas.
Perfect.
There you go. No, that's my idea. Don't steal it.
No.
Okay, so what you start with then is you start with vinegar. You can use apple cider vinegar, wine vinegars, rice vinegars, malt vinegars, but don't use the white distilled vinegar for this project because it tends to be a little bit harsh in flavor. You're going to need fresh herbs. Everything needs to be dry, so the herbs need to be clean and dry. You're going to use any type of glass jar or bottle, again, very clean and dry. You don't want water in your vinegar because it will make it cloudy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so be aware of that. Some cheesecloths, some bottles, and you're ready to go. It's super easy. So what you do is you need a cup of herbs, and you can tell I just kind of rough chopped them. Some of them are still on the stems. I'm using basil, parsley. I think I have a little bit more than a cup here, but I think it'll be okay. Some chives, and just stuff your jar. And then you want room temperature vinegar. I'm going to use the apple cider.
And you just fill it up.
You just fill it up. How easy is this?
And that's it?
That's it. And then what you want to do is to be aware that you don't ever want to use anything metal around vinegar without making a barrier. So I'm going to use a little piece of wax paper.
There's so many weird little rules when using vinegar.
I know. Vinegar is it can corrode the
temperamental.
It is. And that's it. We are done. Now watch this for about 24 hours, and you will have to add more vinegar because the herbs will absorb some of that vinegar. Then 2 weeks, check it, see if it's strong enough for you. And if it is, you can go ahead and rebottle it, or if you want it stronger, go ahead and up to 6 weeks, keep it in the jar. So then once it's to your flavor liking, then you strain it, strain the herbs out, and then you rebottle it in another bottle.
Oh, look how nice.
Yeah.
So did you just leave these in just for appearance sake?
What I did was you want to add a couple fresh new sprigs. So I added some new sprigs of the parsley and the chives because at this point they're going to be a little too wilted, and it just makes it decorative. You don't have to do that. But this was made with the purple basil.
Yeah.
That's why that color came out in the vinegar.
It's beautiful. But so what is this? What is the flavor? Is it really the flavor of the herbs along with the vinegar?
Exactly. So this is going to be oniony because of the chives. Of course, have that spicy basil flavor and just kind of a little freshness for the parsley. But often I'll add garlic.
Oh,
so you can add garlic, you could add fruit, you could add whole spices.
And you can use it on anything. To cook meats, you can use it on salads with oil and vinegar as your salad dressing.
Yeah, they're really good. They're really good. So, and then the only one tip is don't use powdered spices.
Okay.
Because it makes it cloudy.
Okay.
So, anyways, but yeah, so buy some jars and
do it yourself.
Do it yourself.
Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it.